How many of you enjoy a hamburger? How many of you enjoy eating steak? Cool, okay, cool. About, in the US, there's about 3% of people who are vegetarians or vegans, meaning that they won't eat animal products. And it's a really important issue to them because they feel that eating meat is not a good idea. And there's a host of reasons why they believe that. And it's become a serious issue in that there's a lot of vegans or people like vegetarians and you know, not for killing animals, they are very hardcore in saying, hey, we need to take this seriously. The human race does not need to eat meat, nor, or to be more exact, some people say you don't have to eat meat, or we can go a lot better with eating very, very little meat. But right now we eat a lot of meat. And meat was supposed to be like a very, very delicacy, like a really expensive delicacy. It wasn't available for everybody. Eating meat was only reserved for the people and you had a lot of means, so a lot of resources. So, but nowadays that's different now because you know you get you pay 99 cents for you know a hamburger at McDonald's. So it's relatively easy for everybody to eat meat, but there is a cost to that. There is a cost to it, and that's the main concern behind vegans or vegetarians. And we're going to talk about that throughout this week. And we're going to divide you up into two groups, the pro side and the con side. And the question I'm throwing at you is eating meat a boon or bust to the environment? To the environment.
What about us? Exactly.
Important that very, very important that you bring that up. That's why this is the first slide. This is the first slide. So the vegans, the vegetarians, the people who are concerned about us as a whole, as a human species eating too much meat, it comes down to these three pillars. One, they say animals are dying and we kill and we don't have the right to do that. They have feelings, they're a life, and we can't just be willy-nilly killing animals thinking that it's okay. It's ethically, morally wrong to do that. It's cruel also because you're raising them in a confined space. They're not really that free and happy, and the animals, they fear death. So when they're being slaughtered, they know that they're being slaughtered. So they run away or they have a fit or whatever. So like you trying to eat meat involves somebody killing that animal for you, and the animal in that killing process feels fear. That's why a lot of people are saying this is cruel. We shouldn't be doing that.
But we have to eat meat too.
Oh, all right. And the other aspect, the other pillar is health. Eating a lot of meat or too much meat is actually bad for your health. It accelerates your aging. You age faster. You have heart diseases. You have everything with associated with eating too much meat is well, I don't want to say because this is a big topic, but the people who are concerned are going to say that eating too much meat, especially to the levels that we're eating right now, is actually detrimental. It's actually hazardous to the human body, and we shouldn't be doing that. Okay? And the third pillar is, meat production. The stuff, the processes that are involved to making meat is actually very, very hazardous to the environment. It's not doing the environment any good. Now, why is the question only focused on the environment? The reason being is that if we talk about cruelty, that's a whole nother topic on its own. If we talk about health benefits in terms of nutrition, that's a whole other topic on its own. And it would be too much wide or broad of a scope for y'all to be researching on all of that aspects. Yeah.
Then the topic is, should people continue eating meat, but then how does it, we're focusing on how it impacts people.
Right, so when you're, because I'm going to be presenting some information on why meat production to the levels that we have now is actually very bad for the environment. And having said that, do you think that we should continue eating meat? Does that make sense? This green initiative, yeah, go ahead.
But then what is the benefit to the environment if we eat meat?
We're going to talk about that, but not today. I reserved that for lesson 2. Today I'm going to be talking about why eating meat.
So we can't divide sides today.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to. I wanted to go over session 2 and then divide you up. But I wanted to give you a good primer, so like give you understanding of what's at stake. So that after you understand both sides of the story, then you can make an informed decision. Do I want to be on the pro side? Then you can decide, make an informed decision on whether you want to be on the pro side or the con side. Now, if there isn't an even split, we sometimes go away with like 7-3 or 6-4. But in this case, since we have 9, then 5-4 seems like a pretty
But
good.
what if like 2 people want to be pro?
Yeah, that's that. Then we might have to like force somebody to go on the other side, or we might just do random assignment. So we get everybody, pull you up, and then just divide you into 2 teams in random. But the reason why I don't want to talk about the health benefits or the animal cruelty aspect for this particular topic is because it's too broad. It becomes too broad, and I don't want you to bombard you with all that information, and it's very hard to assimilate all of that and put it into a debate speech in such a short time. So I'm only focusing on the framework within environment, and this is a big enough topic on its own.